Ms. Long. This is Ernie Guthrie in Lincolnton, Georgia, one of your applicants for the 2018 Wall That Moves tour. My wife and I are going to take you on a virtual tour of our property and try to explain to you what we're doing. I know there's no guarantee that we'll have the wall here, but I can guarantee you that we're working very hard and making a great site for it. So we're going to take you on a little ride around here and show you where we're at on what we're doing. Here we go. We live on 6 acres, right in the middle of town, nearly a whole block, bordered by 2 main roads, through roads, US 378, Georgia 47 and 43, and then our house fronts on Goshen Street. It's the only house that fronts on this street, so our house faces a whole block, but behind it's where we're preparing a site for the wall. This property was owned by a doctor, we believe a little over 100 years old, and when we bought it, it was about to fall down. You couldn't even see it when you would drive by from the road. It was so grown up. You just see a little building here now that I rent to a lady that grooms dogs, and it's very cute. A lot of people have tried to buy it from me and want to move it somewhere else, but we're gonna keep it right here and keep on renting it to her. So we're fixing to go up our back driveway now. I'm just wanted to just give you a little view of my shop. If I get the wall, I got about 15 of the guys I served with in Vietnam that are planning on spending that whole week here for me, like a reunion. And there's not many of us left. 31 got killed at one time on August 26, 1970. I've been to the graves of several all over the United States, and we'll continue to do that. I'm gonna give you this little glimpse in my shop right here. If I get the wall here, separately from that, and we'll get to that lot in a few moments, but I'll be having stuff going on here all that week for veterans in my shop, especially my guys that I serve with. They come in from all over the United States. And if you take a look at my shop, you can see that I'm very patriotic with the flags and the POW flags. I have all that on my motorhome and motorcycle, cars, and everything. We've been all over the United States in this motorhome to visit graves of guys that I serve with. So we'll continue the little tour, and you'll get to see my house, and we'll get around there to the lot in about 3 or 4 minutes. Here we go. Wife's driving me. This thing we're driving on is kind of noisy. Okay, we're still on one of the side streets, which is one of the main thoroughfares through this town, and shortly we'll be getting on Goshen Street, which is the street that my house faces, and you'll see it's the only home on the block. We do a lot of stuff here. On September 19th, we had a political thing here with over 200 people present, and we've had weddings here. We have political stuff, birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas, a lot of different things go on here, and we sure do enjoy it. It's just a great place to do something like this. Now, we're on Goshen Street now, and you'll see there's no other houses on this block, just mine. And straight across the street from me, there is one, and he's the only one on that side. So grass is not where it ought to be. We've been in a terrible drought here. Did get some rain this week, but it sort of got behind. We're working on it, and we can keep getting some rain. Everything will be in real good shape. We have an awful lot of parking available here. We're fixing to get on the main thoroughfare through Lincolnton, Georgia now. It's US 378. Before Interstate 20 was built between Atlanta and Columbia, South Carolina, this used to be the main way that people went from Columbia to Atlanta, and it used to be non-stop traffic. Of course, with I-20, it's not so much now. This is a look up my driveway. We are on the main street now, so we're coming up from the other side of my house. Straight across the road, there's a little building owned by the city that we call the clubhouse. People rent it for birthday parties and stuff like that. There's plenty of parking available there if we need it when we get the wall, especially that I'm working on once it's complete. All right, we're going on by my house now. Okay, now keep telling her how to drive. We're approaching the site now, and you would have had to seen it a couple of months ago to believe it. It was pretty bad. I've had a lot of trees removed. I've had bulldozers in here, backhoes. State of Georgia gave me permission to put a nice driveway in, which I really needed. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing to this lot is stuff that I needed to do anyway, and I will probably if and when I get the wall, after the wall's gone, I'm probably going to put this couple acres back here up for sale. It's a very valuable piece of property sitting between these streets. We're approaching the driveway, the brand new driveway at State Highway, just like I say. Of course, everything's red and some muddy now, but all of that will be corrected. Where we're pulling in right now will actually be the parking area, you know, dump truck there in the way. And way over to your far left is where I'm making a good flat spot for the educational center, the trailer. And also up in the edge of this woods, my land goes on up in there. We'll be clearing some of that out, and there'll be some, for people that want to hang around and cut up and talk or whatever for a while. We'll have chairs there and a lot of good shade for them to sit in. All right, we're going down onto the field now. I hope you can kind of get a good feel for what I'm doing here. There is a ditch at the bottom that storm water runs through. 2 or 3 times a year I clean it up real good, weed eat it. But what I'm going to do for the wall, I'm going to actually put a bridge across it. So if we have any people that have to park in my yard or over at the clubhouse, we're going to be able to haul them over here on golf carts and vehicles like that, so they won't have to walk all the way across the hill. Okay, you can see the silt screening I got up where we've been grading. Do all that stuff. I estimate I've probably worked down here 150 hours in the last couple of months, just beginning to prepare this. Got a long way to go for the grass and all. Okay, right here, as we're passing now, this would be where my right angle of the wall will be, and then if we look straight ahead, we see a stake there, and then the left angle would go that way. I believe I'm around 100 degrees or just a little bit over, so I'm over the 90 that I read that was required. Okay, we kind of turning around heading back out now, but I think you can see there's a lot of dirt being moved, a lot of dirt still to be moved. We're working on it, need a little help from Mother Nature. Going to make it all look nice. You won't see any red dirt or rocks or stumps or anything down here when we get through. So I hope we'll be able to make this site acceptable to you. I believe when I get through with it, it'll be just as nice as anyone's. The garden club, the local garden club, has offered to help with some flowers and stuff like that to pretty up all the walls here. And both American Legion posts, the city, the county, and even the Chamber of Commerce, all are on board. There's a lot of excitement in this town about this, and really looking forward to it. I hope I can get it in 2018, but if not, 2019. If you have any questions or any opinions or ideas about what I'm doing, you can give me a call. Thank you very much. Have a good day.